She's literally acting and she's making a bag doing products and sales.
What about the soap?
It's okay because she makes
I
a
know
bag.
the soap is
So
a little
are
far,
OnlyFans
but
girls models now?
She's
What's the
an
difference?
actress. If you can't differentiate that, that's very
You
stupid.
can. If you're an actress and you take off your clothes and you do pornography because you're an actress, you're still a prostitute.
And just like that, I became a staunch defender of the Aryan phenotype. Oh, great joy. Wankers crying fascism on the one hand and pious Puritans on the other. I'm surrounded by idiots. How about you're both insufferable and you can all fuck off? Now, before I rev this thing up into 6th gear, let's get the obvious out of the way here, shall we? Knowles, what the hell are you doing talking to a bunch of women, especially on matters of morality, as if anything they say matters? That's really cringe and gay. Secondly, said it before and I'll say it again. There is a difference between a conservative and a traditionalist. A conservative is time-coded. The traditionalist is timeless. All of these people you see, especially in these kinds of panels, they are what I would call New Age conservatives, aka they're just yesterday's liberals. Today's conservatives are yesterday's liberals. Today's liberals are yesterday's leftists. And today's leftists are, what, yesterday's mental asylum escapees or something, I would imagine. Every one of them, if you put them in the former half of the 20th century with these values, they would all be staunch progressives, filleting a dying Woodrow Wilson to sign the 19th Amendment. As a matter of fact, here's something you can all mull over. For the traditionalist, religion forms the basis of their political views, whereas for the conservative, politics imposes limits on their religious views. Christianity is not for equality, it is patriarchal. 1 Timothy 2 verse 12, I do not permit a woman to teach or to exercise authority over a man. Rather, she is to remain quiet. Safe to say, one look at Congress and the idea America is Christian is frankly absurd. I would imagine there's some fans of mine watching this thinking, okay, Sporky man, you went to bat rigorously for this one in the past, why the sudden change of heart? First off, I defend takes, not people, as evidenced by the fact that I'm doing this video at all. Secondly, I'm only doing this because a fellow content creator sent it to me. I can still defend the gaming take just for different reasons. You see, in the age where everything interesting is in the indie scene and AAA's desire to chase profit at all cost has resulted in nothing more but sequels and remakes, explain that one, you free market libertarian pricks. Simply reducing the profit mechanism to the lowest common denominator, i.e. sex, does not make for a quality product. The one is using sex appeal to advertise a product, and the other one is selling a product featuring sex appeal. Therein lies the difference. I'm not buying American Eagle under the assumption I am getting Sydney Sweeney. And if you can't understand the difference, why are you here? Go away. Actually, let's watch the clip again.
She's literally acting and she's making a bag doing products and sales.
What about the
It's
soap?
okay because she makes a
I know
bag.
the soap is
so
a little
are
far,
OnlyFans
but
girls models now?
She's
What's the
an
difference?
actress. If you can't differentiate that, that's very
You
stupid.
can. If you're an actress and you take off your clothes and you do pornography because you're an actress, you're still a prostitute.
Now, I'll say for the record, I'm just going off the trailer. I'm not going to watch the whole episode for a few reasons. Namely, a trailer is supposed to sell you on wanting to see more, and this does not do that. It just makes me roll my eyes and say piss off. Not to mention she posted this on her own timeline, which makes further context irrelevant. Secondly, it features 4 women. I prefer to keep my interactions one-on-one, thank you very much. 2 is just about manageable, and anything more than that is my personal idea of hell. How Andrew sits on the whatever podcast with like 6 of them is insane. There's no wonder your smoke breaks. Subject me to that kind of shit, I'd be knocking back the whiskey like I'm possessed by the spirit of Lemmy Kilmister, but anyway. Let's be real here for a second, shall we, folks? We have a classic case of sex shock and stupid. We have sex appeal and a shockingly stupid reaction through politics on the one hand, and a shockingly stupid reaction through moral posturing on the other. That's it. I mean, this argument makes no damn sense at all. And seeing as it makes no sense, the conclusion from every objectively sane man watching this will be, this one reeks of jealousy, no more, no less. I would say this entire ordeal, again, hats off to American Eagle, is nothing more than a severe case of what I will call terminally online-itis, because you will notice every Tom, Dick, and wanker who pitched a bitch fit about this has done so either from the perspective of politics or morality. You might have noticed my case of online-itis is not terminal, given that when this whole thing kicked off, I paid it no mind. Well, up until I saw who it was pissing off, at which point I jumped on board the bandwagon. If only to point out she obliterates the entire equality doctrine because No amount of propaganda is ever going to undo the reality of Sydney Sweeney having vastly superior genetics, and I personally find that very funny. The cope and seethe is delicious. But the OnlyFans comparison is straight up stupid, and I'll explain why. The title of the video, man, the shallowness of the rage bait over here, is called Men Should Control Themselves. Fuck you! Men should control themselves, really. The notion that men should control themselves, to me, is an admission. Not only is the concept of accountability lost on women, not only is the word responsibility nowhere to be found in the female lexicon, but that you have no capacity to control yourselves when it comes to the urge of exploitation. Why am I surprised by this? 100 years ago it was, oh, women are so much more than just their bodies. Fast forward a century later, yeah, it turns out, no, you're really not. Men should control themselves. What does that even mean? Serious question for you. By how much? Because if it's none, you will bitch and moan, oh, the degenerate cool mares, and if they went full Spartan monk mode and ignored you entirely, you would bitch and moan no man is paying any attention to you. Let's be real here, most of you wouldn't have a damn job because your appearance is the only reason men pay any attention to you at all. And if you suggest otherwise, you're full of it and everyone knows this. Again, question for you. Why should men have control? And how do you expect them to develop it? Pray tell. I know these idiots will never answer any of these questions because they're all thick. Let's be real here for a moment, shall we? Their perception of men learning control would depend entirely on how it affects them. The reason why this pisses me off so much, again, it's a classic case of terminally online-itis. There is a significant amount of people who know nothing about Sydney Sweeney, who just looked at the ad and went, wow, she looks great, and that's as far as it goes. I'm one of them, by the way. But then you get these obnoxious assholes who just need to whinge and bitch about something. And more importantly, need to find some way to grandstand and make it about themselves. Who seem to imply that because she's done something racy somewhere at some point, that a damn jeans commercial is somehow going to funnel and drive people towards that. Again, regular people, people like myself, had no idea she's done any of that stuff and frankly don't care. I sit on X, an adult film star could advertise jeans, and I'll still go, she looks really nice, and then just go on with my day. Self-control, my word, I am godlike. In the age of rampant degeneracy, if you think this is what's going to push people over the edge, you're a colossal moron. There was someone in my comment section who said, this episode has tempted even married men into lust. Just shut up. If this tempts you into lust, do the world a favor, go off into the woods and wank yourself. What, I can't say that? Woods, wank, coma. You get the picture. I detest weak people because their screw-ups become the justification for safety, which is just another word for control. And that's all this is. It's a legion of women threatened by one who can naturally garner far more eyeballs than them. But anyway, I want to go back to the accountability bit there, because let's be real, we've all seen endless examples of women dodging it harder than a Matrix agent. But then I thought about it. A little bit differently. Let's say, hypothetically of course, that men are solely accountable for this dilemma. Fair enough, but that also means that the onus of responsibility of fixing it is also entirely on the men. Your actions indicate that you are too dense to understand accountability, too weak-willed to avoid the temptation of exploitation. You consider yourself equal to men, but all of your actions indicate you lack any semblance of restraint or nobility. You in fact take great pride in actively harming men, which makes you a threat. Given all of the above and the fact that men hold the monopoly on force, I see no reason whatsoever why men shouldn't solve this problem by stripping you of all of your rights. Find me a flaw in that logic. You can't. It's bulletproof. They can't seem to understand that you can't do whatever the hell you want all the damn time without consequences. It will catch up to you. I joked yesterday on X. If women genuinely want to improve their reputation in society, the best thing they can do is to shut the hell up. Because I don't know a single man that has a better opinion of women after listening to them. Not even one. I mean, Shuane put up this post. I might do a video on it actually, just to see Shu's reaction, because I know she watches this channel. Sarah Stock, that blonde woman that smacked around Sam Cedar on Jubilee that went viral, because women can get an enormous amount of praise and attention for the most basic bitch pleb shit, despite the fact that they are a far more protected class. But anyway, Sarah put up a pic of an engagement ring, which kicked up an enormous crap-flinging fest between the women. And poor Shu's just there gobsmack asking, women are terrifying, what is going on? I'm there laughing my ass off thinking Shu finds out women are assholes. If that's how you treat each other, why do you think men don't want to be around you? Never mind the don't try and understand women, women understand women and they hate each other quote. I know this from personal experience, because the main thing my female friends come to me to complain about is other women. The entire thing is such a shit show. Oh, and by the way, one last thing, because I have to call this out. You see, old Melonie decided to lock her account saying, keeping my account on private because these H1B1 bots are out of control. I hate it here. Really? Is that why you took my account or follow, is it? I'm not an H1B bot, and you damn well know this. Could it possibly be, oh, I don't know, heavy criticism of your opinion? Oh, I think so. H1B bots, give me a frickin' break. Anyone who's watched content the last 5 years knows anytime you see an account locked on private, it's because they're thin-skinned and limp-wristed, preaching to the choir because the moment they step outside the little echo chamber, they get torched because their opinions suck ass. Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.